Hey guys, some gamer dude here. So a little while ago I did a video about these GameStop clear sleeves. I thought they were quite nice, especially for the price. They seem sturdy. I quite like the lip at the top. I've been recently using them to teach someone Magic the Gathering with the last year's Planeswalkers decks. If you can focus, there we go. Getting on foil cut. That's not a line. They're clear, they're nice, they're sturdy, they've got a nice lip up the top. I haven't noticed any of them being shorter or longer. Shuffle great. Most people can't use clear because of how they play games, but I've been happy with them. So I went back and bought more because it's only kitchen table stuff for me for a while. So bought many more of these, bought a few deck boxes, and because I bought so many apparently, I could get this pack at half price. So I was just like, okay. As I mentioned before, the clear sleeves are about $6 cheaper than a normal packet of sleeves here. The matte is, I think, $4 cheaper, maybe $5, depending on where you buy it. But it's still a significant saving. The deck box, on the other hand, is $1. But a penny saved is a penny earned. So this deck box isn't open. I bought 3. This is their deck box. It opens like a very old Ultra Pro, though it's a bit clickier than an old Ultra Pro. As you can see there, it's a bit on the transparent side. This is much more visible off camera. And as far as it looks with cards in it, you can't really see them from the front. As you can see, even with the light, you can't really see what's in there. But from the back, if you put the cards facing this way, you can see what they are. Not the easiest. There's no labeling on them, though I've never known anyone to use labels. But, yeah. You don't really need the divider, and you don't like how Ultra Pro's deck boxes work these days, and you just want a cheapo deck box. I think this is perfectly fine. Again, it feels like a very old Ultra Pro. Actually, it might be sturdier than the classic Ultra Pro deck boxes. So, although I don't know many places sell them anymore, and the only places that do sell them, these are $2 cheaper, not $1. Interesting. But I kind of hope they do them in clear. I'd like to see these in clear so you can see what's in them if they're not going to put writable labels on top or something. So you can differentiate them, because you can get any color you want so long as it's apparently grey. So that's super. So let's move on to the sleeves. I've got some cards up the top I want to sleeve because well, M21s look pretty good for vampires, for black and white. So the stuff I've been buying recently can go towards that. So these are 100 matte black sleeves. This one actually says 100. Apparently it's got strong, sturdy seams and all the basic stuff. Nothing really important. All Frenchy stuff for Canada on the back. Made in China. Nothing important. So we'll just open it up and see if... Does it have a resealable seal or like that one? Yes, it does. See if... Actually, just before we go, we'll just point out that this is much nicer packaging. That's probably where part of the $2 went. Focus. Don't let me touch it. Packaging for this is just very no frills. Here it is. It's in a one thing. Whoop-de-doo. This one's got the cardboard and it looks really nice and just... it's nice presentation compared. So just open it up. See what's in... Oh, jeez. You got to open it all the way. You got to rip and tear to get in there. It's good to know. I probably should have brought a mat, coming to think of this. So that's just a cardboard. It's actually thick cardboard. I'm surprised about that. That's thicker than most cards. Fancy that. So, yeah, this has got an inside pouch, so there's a lot more money being put into this one. So we'll just put that to the side. No dots. That's how you know it's not Ultra Pro. Let's just get this open if I can. I'm having trouble here. I really shouldn't. But, so, let's have a look. Feels fine. Opens up the top. Yeah, it feels strong enough to me. I just dented it. Oh well. Luckily I got 100. And they're not expensive. So I'm just going to quickly count these, and I'll be back in a sec. I'm not going to make you watch counting 100 this time. And although someone might want it for the proof. But I did it last time. You're just going to have to believe me this time. It takes up a long time on the recording. I'll be back in a jiff. And I'm back. Yeah, it was exactly 100 sleeves, so it's exactly what we wanted. Feel nice. So these are just what I pulled out for my vampire deck. Be making. Could buy the rest of the parts. Feel really nice to handle. They're a bit smoother than an Ultra Pro. I don't think they're quite as matte. I got an Ultra Pro here. So I'll be showing off this deck later on. I think you can tell they are slightly matte, but they're also slightly clearer. They don't have that fogginess that the Ultra Pros really have. The lip up the top, I'm satisfied with it. A little bit more so than the Ultra Pros, because the Ultra Pros seem to go up the sleeve a little bit further, which annoys me, to be perfectly honest. Maybe the ones from GameStop are a little taller, I'm not sure. But I like them, and compared to this one, oh yeah, you can tell that's much slipperier. It's halfway in between a clear sleeve, standard sleeve, and Ultra Pro matte, which is interesting. Yeah, if you're on a budget, these sleeves seem perfectly fine to me. I like them. I could definitely see buy more. So yeah, who'd think it? GameStop sells decent supplies. Decent, cheapo game supplies. At least they've got a cheapo supply of sleeves, which, I tell you guys, playtesting games, you need a ton of sleeves. Different decks and whatnot to test stuff out. But they get my seal of approval. If your store stocks them and you need a cheapo sleeve and you don't want to spend very much money, this is the way to go. I think they're good. I actually, I'm going to be perfectly honest on this one. I think the deck box is the part that's really impressed me the most. I've always hated how the modern Ultra Pros, the openings down here, I never liked how the whole thing creaks back. And I like how this one's got lines in there to make that whole, like where it opens. It just opens nicely. I like that. I really like these deck boxes. I could see buying more of those too. So, yeah, that's all I have to say on the subject. It's not quite as long as last time, I think. But, yeah, GameStop, if you're going to go into card stuff like this because the gaming market's going all digital, you're doing a bang-up job. I'm actually really tempted to try out some of your dice next, to be honest.